Anything and everything that's on these two vehicles right here, these are V-shaped hulls, and the V-shaped hull on this thing makes it so when a blast goes off, it sends the blast outward. With what we have today, so this is Operation Iraqi Freedom, and this right here is what we use for rural MSR. So when I say it's a main supply route, when you take and you rotate these things, they all rotate really easily. It did always work in a lot of things, and they're talking about that right now with a lot of things on the M1s because they don't do that as much. So that's kind of how it is. So anybody who wants to go inside this, you can go ahead and climb up. Well, don't step on that. Step on the actual thing, or you can step on this side too if you want to go up. You want to try it? So just grab the bar, step, there you go, just like that. Step up, watch your shoes because...
This is the first immersive training where medical providers get first-hand experience on what possible injuries and health conditions occur during work, training, deployments, and combat. This training incorporates all branches of service. Understanding veterans is important to developing compassion, empathy, and basic knowledge of the VA disability process. This training touches on the different aspects of the military, such as naval sea duty, amphibious operations, military aircraft, maneuvering on land. This gives medical providers a well-rounded experience of military culture. This course teaches medical providers how to document to VA standards and how to formulate excellent nexus statements.
Put this magazine, it will weigh about 5 pounds with all the rounds in it. Throw that inside of the rifle. With the M203 on it, it will come out to be about 18 pounds while they're hiking in the field or...
So what I did was just break it down, kind of show you the different assemblies within it. So we have the barrel, the spring, the slide. With this weapon system, you'll see this is the bolt for the 119. And it's fine, you can hold it like this.
There'd be a harness and there's a seat belt in the middle. So harness, seat belt. So, and then you'd man the gun and that thing will spin 360. Yep, you stand up there, open, you can stick your head through it, take some pictures. And this thing will inflate, so it'll go. Contact. Keep firing. Come down a little bit. So, we'll change yours.
The easiest way to put these things on is to grab these two straps right here and just chuck it over your head. It's a lot easier than trying to do it with the strap. There you go.
I've been on several times is be aware of your surroundings. Look at the deck because it's really easy to get your foot snagged in it or trip. And unfortunately, the ship's made out of steel, so it's not comforting when you bump yourself. And I'm a tall guy, so I had to learn the hard way. But we'll go ahead and get started. Please follow me.
To swap out DBQs for the right one. Like, let's say trying to, you know, he has like a big midline, scar, and he's like, well, I'm trying to, but.
The outcome of this training has been a substantial increase of reports submitted to the VA by medical providers. This can be exhibited in the graph above.
If I talk a little bit too fast or skim past something, y'all can definitely dial back and say, hey, what about this, what about that? But we can go ahead on and show you all what we got. If y'all ever hear anybody say anything about hey, I was doing McMap and I got hurt during McMap. This is what they're talking about. It's just Marine Corps Martial Arts program. So with the Marine Corps Martial Arts program, it's a belt ranking system, go from tan to black belt. And then you have your instructors, black belt instructors, black belt instructor trainers, or whatever. And it's do is get all their little gear. They're gonna get a haircut and get all their personality taken, and they're gonna start to look like us. So if you tighten it, that's how.
Yeah.
So when they first get here, we'll do a 25, go to 45, and by the time they leave, it's like an 80 to 90 pound pack on these guys. This is what he was referring to, getting off the bus. All of us who became Marines are still on these little footprints. So this is, like I said, where it all starts. So we'll push forward.
It's not as smooth of a ride as ACV, but we'll take care of you.
When the track's moving, you'll be seated. Unless when we get to the halfway mark and we switch, you'll be seated. So, for coming on and off the track.
Yeah, a lot of people confuse me.
There is a very small one.
Okay.
Navigator. Chief Samano is the engineer. So this is where we work out of. That's where we control the boat. On the left side, the port side, this is called port cabin, which there's that little bubble I told you guys about. So someone actually sits up in that little glass window during the entire flight and watches out. Preparing for an inspection, and you're sitting down there crouching or kneeling on your knees for 8-10 minutes. That's sitting on top of our boat that's ready to go at a moment's notice. So it'll be maybe 6 Humvees or like 3 track vehicles, whatever they decide to give us for a pre-boat.
And then from there, so I always say 60 to 90 business days, and I put a little bit less speed in the resources at the end of every BBQ. I get to emphasize and say